And the Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Stewart. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
He's got it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Anthony. Going to try to get it himself. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. It'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a quick throw out to the left, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Oh, he's got a chance. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They want to run this quarterback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Swings it out to the flat. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a... Too much time at the line there. Line getting set on second down. Moore to the air. This one's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Green. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
He's in open space downfield. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Calls his own number. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Anthony. And some room to work. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Holds it in. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that bubble screen goes nowhere. You got to give the defender credit because he won at the point of attack, defeated the block. He was able to get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Direct snap. It's Anthony. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. Give on the inside.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Anthony. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Green. Completes it in the middle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Benson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Moore to the air. Buying some time. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got the quick pass. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And the Ducks will go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They get to him as he throws.
It bailed you out.
His man makes the grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
He'll do it himself. And they'll knock him down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Unloads quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Arkansas. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to run it. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Moore will throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Anthony. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's loose. The 40. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. On the move. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Moore to the air. Dances away to buy time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late.
Oh, they're bailing you out, man.
More and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Off to the races. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the back. Toss sweep to the left. Makes it past the marker. Wide open spaces. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Green. It's complete on the right side. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Benson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Might be looking to run. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He wants to change this route. More to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Lots of running room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can...
Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Green. Got his man on the outside. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Back to throw, it's Green. Buys a little time. And to get rid of it quickly.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The screen, he can go. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Anthony. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution. execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. He's straight downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This quarterback is such a playmaker, and his arm is what makes him so special. Could this be the game that sends him to New York City for the Heisman Trophy? He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a...
Come on now, come on now.
I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside.